Actually, I have seen teams go up with this fighter-heavy strategy, and it is a menace to deal with in the early game. But of course, there's so many prerequisites to make sure that you have a good snowball, a good early game. So GEEK fam, if they can find a way to deny the snowball potential for Aura Fire, they have a good chance of taking this late game. And of course, where that Lilia damage will be so powerful.
Wow.
But they pick Ling against such an aggressive composition. Will this be a mistake?
Ooh, there's a lot of single target stuns as well. Good Terrify, good CC, pretty good AoE as well. I think we did see the Esmeralda go to the hands of Fluffy there. I actually wanted to see the Esmeralda in the jungle, you know, because in terms of clear, if you go for the Demon Slayer, Esmeralda actually clears the fastest out of any other jungler, except obviously Hanzo, because he could just take it away.
Exactly. I mean, it's just spammable, so good clear and good sustain in the jungle as well, but that will not be the option. They want that aggressive presence in the jungle, that knockout that can come out from anywhere at any time. That is what Aura Fire wants to have in their arsenal.
Yeah, well, enough talk here, Rashi and as well as Miracle. Let's just jump into the Land of Dawn here to see the conclusion of this match. Aura Fire and as well as GEEK fam, ladies and gentlemen. As of yet, it is still 1-1. So let's see the conclusion, shall we?
Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, in the Land of Dawn for the equalizer of the final match of the day. It's high on the Paquito, and Fluffy's gonna be on the Esmeralda. Go Diva!
Ooh.
On the Cho. This is something we haven't seen
Much.
at all. I believe, yeah, I haven't seen this at all. So with the Cho, it does provide a whole lot of that clear in the mid lane. You can already see it happening here. Facehugger and Godiva able to clear the waves much faster than Beloy and Elzura.
And with the Paquito in the jungle, there's just a lot of aggression coming in. We talked about Aura having to actually exert that early game dominance. And with this composition, with so many fighters, they can actually go for very aggressive dives as Godiva zones Beloyski away, and they are having the advantage so far.
I gotta say here, Ling is going to have a tough time. You're right, against a Paquito, against a Chao that can just nullify your mobility with that Wave Dragon as well. It is going to be a nuisance. We can see here the Battle of the Roamers here, Beloyski and as well as Godiva going at it. Trading skills and as well as damage. But yeah, nothing fancy just yet.
Nothing too crazy as well. Both teams again just harassing each other in the Riverside. But Aura Fire high. This is the path that he always goes for, right? Purple buff over to the enemy, well, firstly to the Lethal Wanderer, then over to his own jungle, the bottom side.
Exactly. Being too predictable might be a big problem for the side of Aura Fire right now. As you can see, Janna QD, he is still able to find opportunities to go into the jungle and actually steal away some camps despite Aura having so much pressure and so much kill potential in this early game. When they reach level 4, there's going to be a lot of CC, a lot of potential for them to actually pick off GEEK fam, especially with the turtle coming up. GEEK fam will try and contest that for sure.
Oh, they're trading the lanes which have the pressure here. Aura goes for the top side clear. GEEK fam go for the mid lane clear. A taunt happens from Luke.
Oh, you can see here, high finding the combo here. Tempest of Blade pops as a defense as well. Fluffy trying to find kill onto his Janna. Gets it. First blood goes in hands of Fluffy, and it seems like they want more. Luke forced to flicker away as Aura Fire managed to shoo away the GEEK fam members as they will take the first neutral objective of the game.
Beautiful mechanics there from high. The double knockout strike onto the two members from GEEK fam, but Beloy jumps in.
Too aggressive here, no mana as well. Beloyski manages to somehow escape that as well with Janna QD, but take a look at Fluffy, he wants more. Finds a kill, and take a look at this Wave Dragon connecting onto his Luke. The damage is just there. High finding a kill.
Man, the snowball already as early as 3 minutes into the game, Arashi. High's doing the same thing that GEEK fam did to him. Taking the jungle every last bit. But Janna will get the purple buff. You see, like I mentioned before the game, as a Ling player, you can take everything. Just leave the purple buff.
Exactly. I mean, GEEK fam needs to be a bit more passive, man. They have to try and trade objectives here because you can see the early game from Aura Fire, absolutely devastating. They cannot attempt to try and go fight against the 4 fighters on the side of Aura Fire right now. As we take a look at the emblems, 2 killing sprees on the side of Aura. They want blood, and Facehugger with the magic shop will try and mystery shop will try and make sure that he has the items that they need to provide that extra bit of magic damage that Fluffy will take some time to actually itemize for.
Oh Beloy with the flicker. Actually used it there, and that's a massive resource again. Godiva is going to be able to use this slight lead in terms of resources to maybe look for a cheeky pick. Elzura is going to be the main target. Even though he has the black shoes, with the way the dragon, I do believe that Aura Fire will be able to lock him down. But Beloyski jumps onto Godiva.
Okay. Very, very awkward situation there. Perhaps trying to poke away Godiva's potential as a roamer. High here moves on towards Beloyski with no flicker. He will fall. GEEK look for the montage, and Kadira gets caught, and the follow-up damage is just so on point. Kabuki being able to kill Jana QT, pop that Tempest Blade, but he manages to go away and retreat. Two members for nothing. Aura Fire. They are now on the lead still.
Man, I don't know. It's almost like Hai is telling Godiva, right? You chase him down, man. The man made me unable to play in the first game. Keep on going. Beloy doesn't want that to happen towards his jungler. He takes the purple for himself.
Wow, that's a great steal from Beloyski for sure. But man, Aura Fire, it's all about mechanics right now. They just keep making the plays happen. Flickers left and right. Pick off gameplay with the 4 fighters, but now GEEK Fam, they have the pressure. They are going for the turtle, and Fluffy alone against 4, trying to make sure that he is buying enough time for the rest of his team to try and contest this. Falling Star Moon.
Falling Star Moon connecting on towards 2, but take a look at this. Hai will not be able to pick up the turtle. It was going to be Luke. Luke now being the recipient of that Way of Dragon will not go down just yet here. Black Sheep pops as well to add more burst from that Lilia. Again, pressuring Aura Fire to retreat.
2 retributions, but it's the Fredrin who gets it. Here, Arashi, it's time to take a look at the item check 5 minutes in.
For Aura Fire, that's 2 Hunter Strikes. They want burst damage, they want pickoffs, but now actually Godiva might be the one picked off instead.
A little too aggressive there with no spell in hand. Perhaps that's a mistake. GEEK Fam now still holding on, even though they are behind almost 3,000 gold.
Yeah, and look how Aura Fire are rotating instantly, right? Lane swapping from the bottom side towards that top side, putting the Brody up there, up against Luke. And Facehugger stole away the black shoes. With this, he can actually zone Luke away from the turret, give Kabuki just enough room to get that turret down, and that's another objective picked up by Aura as GEEK Fam look for the trade down below.
They do not stand idly by here from the side of GEEK Fam. They are trying to pressure that boss side as well, but Aura Fire will manage to defend this one now. Aura Fire, perhaps they are looking on towards a purple buff invasion. Will they commit to it is going to be the question.
Fluffy just walking around, zoning Beloyski away. And right now, Aura Fire, as we saw earlier, they have the chance to actually get the more aggressive play. They do secure that purple buff away from Jana Cutie, but now the fight breaks out.
Certainly Neil was connected, but no one with the guiding win to assist. Hai trying to deal damage in the backside. Oh, is this a mistake? Hai now is in a bit of very, very peculiar situation. And Luke finds the kill onto his Hai, and now Godiva is very low. But Fluffy here, very strong, looking for a kill. Kabuki though finds a double with the torn apart memory. Double kill.
The fadeaway double kill. Gani with the torn apart memory. He sniped them from the back. Doesn't even need the Beatrix to pull that off. 3,000 gold lead. Arashi is looking bleak for GEEK Fam.
Looking bleak for GEEK Fam, but Hai got picked up in that previous fight, so they're in a way still in it. They can go for the shutdowns, but Jana needs to be very careful right here. Godiva does not want to leave him alone. As you mentioned, Hai has put him on a mission. It's to make sure that Jana stays away.
Wow. Oh man, it was so satisfying to see that torn apart memory, right? Coming in again, Jana has finally secured that Berserker's Fury, but with no purple buff. It's very, very hard for Jana to actually look for the plays. Godiva, however, is forced to use a very valuable resource.
I don't know, Aura Fire seems to be aggressing again and again, but occasionally a bit too aggressive, and GEEK Fam, they are waiting, just biding their time, making sure that they get the right opportunity to try and mount a comeback as Facehugger now gets caught among 3 people.
Okay, consider circling here, connecting on towards 2. No fall damage just yet, but take a look at that. The backup Hai jumps in and finds a kill. Johnny QT popped that Tempest Blade to escape. And take a look at this. Fluffy now being the frontliner, taking a lot of heat, but he will be able to escape. And there you go, the timing. Hai trying to find a kill on towards Kadera, does not succeed just yet. But GEEK Fam, they need to be very careful here when engaging and as well as disengage. Aura Fire here still holding gold lead, so the damage output from their side is going to be plenty.
Oh, too much to handle for Geek Fam. Even in the top side, Fluffy can actually look for this. Jana's trying to run away. He will be able to. Very good maneuverability on the Finch boys across the map.
He does. He was able to secure the purple buff in their previous fight, so that's good for him. He's able to actually use that macro play, that mobility. But now Hai, he is preparing a trap, but they come across each other. Jana is not ready for this.
Oh my god, that was a blade here. Will not be able to help him. Hai finds the right timing to engage. Jana QT sitting at a 0-2-1 stat. Not a good game.
A bit too greedy from Jana. He just got away from the Paquito. He ran away all the way to the bottom side just to get picked off by the Paquito again. Kabuki forcing the black shoes away from the Lilia. Perfectly timed for the Lord to spawn. That's another massive, massive resource burnt up.
Geek Fam looking for more aggression here, but Hai will already be on the Lord. And this man, he's on a warpath, man. He wants blood. He wants revenge for that very, very difficult second game. He will be able to secure the Lord with no contest, but a fight breaks out at the purple buff for Geek Fam.
Seems like Geek Fam, they will not be able to enter their own jungler. Or Fire saying, go away and defend your base. With this Lord push, perhaps Aura Fire will potentially lead in a 12,000 gold lead. We'll have to see though how will be their approach.
Take a look at the items right here. Wind of Nature already complete for Kabuki. So the link potential assassination will be mitigated. And of course, look at Hai, man. Bloodlust Axe, Hunter Strike, and a Malefic Roar off the bat. He wants to make sure that anybody that finds, that is targeted by his fist gets knocked out completely. And Elzura, with only an Ice Queen's 1, can he provide enough clear for Aura Fire to get stopped here at the base? Or will Aura Fire go for that insane playmaking dive and actually end the game right here, right now?
The three-wave push is on and effective. And take a look at it. Facehugger out of position, immediately capitalize here. Geek Fam, they are looking for a defense. Bot side has been cleared, but Goldiva will not survive. And take a look at the re-engage from side of Geek Fam. Two members running for the hills. Jana trying to find a kill. Out towards Kabuki. Tempest of Blade pop, but Fluffy distracted in the back side as well. Hai comes in looking for the re-engage as well, as Geek Fam, they do not want business.
Solid defense by Geek Fam. Only one base turret taken down for two members of Aura Fire. If Geek Fam are able to do this consistently, they might actually be able to come back in the game. Looking at it again into the draft, this Melissa will be able to scale pretty well with Lilia.
Exactly. The high ground, the backline is just a lot of DPS coming out. It's only a matter if Aura Fire can deny them, and by diving towards that backline, we've seen it possible. But of course, at the base, it's a different story. And now Aura Fire look for another play, but Geek Fam will be able to kite away as Aura Fire are stuck just trying to figure out how are they going to crack the base of Geek Fam.
Very good.
Scary situation here that Geek Fam are in. Are behind 8,000 gold here, Miracle. And it's not looking good.
It's not, right? Like, it's very, very tough for the side of Geek Fam to defend, but look at Godiva, look at Godiva!
Oh my god, you can see here, Jana looking for the play in the front side, and he will find Kabuki. Azura picking up that kill, a very, very important member taken down there. Aura Fire, they immediately retreat. And Geek Fam, this is their chance. 4v5, they will pressure the mid side here. Godiva will look for a frontline defense as well here. And take a look at this, the mid side falls, forward side of Aura Fire. Geek Fam slowly but surely trimming their gold deficit.
You see, the go away, Arashi, was definitely the MVP there in that team fight because he was able to pop in the go away, forcing Godiva to actually maneuver back and obviously isolating Aura Fire members there for Kabuki to actually get picked off by Baloy, Elzura, and Jana. You can't let the Cho get close.
Exactly. If you can maintain distance with the Cho, it's just a lot of trouble for Godiva to try and make the plays happen. Now Hai, just jabbing into the bush already, just chunking Baloyski. And they need to try and find cleaner fights, man. Geek Fam has always been able to find opportunities because these fights are so chaotic. And this fight is not going to be any different. Godiva gets chunked out.
Godiva is already at an half HP here. Geek Fam, they might look for a clean engage. Take a look at this. Geek Fam, they are still holding that Lord here. Aura Fire, realizing that Facehugger as well as Godiva is already at half HP. They really need to be careful.
And also, very good slow push built up by Fluffy up top right there. They go in onto Beloy.
Oh, Beloyski receiving a lot of damage.
Ooh.
Still able to escape for now. Aura Fire managed to somehow win the trade. Geek Fam, they are now, well, their rotation is quite restricted.
Yeah, and again, right, because Aura Fire were able to set up somewhat of a slow push top side, it wasn't really a successful slow push because it crashed onto the turret a bit too fast. Aura Fire now, though, don't really have pressure on the side lanes. Ling is using this to actually fight for it, but in the bottom side.
Oh, High, looking for a kill here. This is the right move. High now, it's very low. Take a look at the burst damage from Lily as Luke will find the execution on towards the jungler of Aura Fire. Is this a blunder? And now with 4v4 in the Lord, Aura Fire realizes that High is nowhere. So they will need to be very meticulous in the next minute or so.
Oh, this is very dangerous. One man disadvantage. Geek Fam have the retribution advantage here. Will they look for it? They will.
Oh, see here, Geek Fam still with strong 5. Jana QT will collect the Lord with that retribution. What does this mean, Arashi?
That means that they will equalize in gold. Only less than 1k difference right now. Aura Fire, man. They lost the prior members at the worst possible moment.
Because the fight is brewing here already in the game.
Oh my god, take a look at Fluffy. He is
Whoa!
now low, but take a look at the way of Dragon connecting onto Azura. He will receive a lot of damage. He will get taken out as well. Does not even have time to pop that black shoes. Aura Fire now, they are defending. Geek Fam trying to siege the base top side. Base turret number 1 will fall here as High looks for a flank. And through awareness, Geek Fam immediately here. They are now trying to recalibrate in the backside.
Ooh, good trade coming in from Geek Fam. Able to pick up the turret in the mid lane, tier 2. And also that base turret. Is it worth it for the life of Elzura? I would say yes. Elzura can respawn, that base turret will not.
Exactly. It's a great play by Aura Fire, but unfortunately, after taking out the main threat on the side of Geek Fam, they were unable to find anything else. Geek Fam, very disciplined, very wisely back away with the help of the Guiding Wind, of course, and they will be playing the exact same strategy, making sure that they have a neat team fight where Aura Fire do not get opportunities. How creative Aura Fire gets in approaching this fight will decide how well they do in this fight, as Elzura takes a chunk of damage. Nothing significant just yet, though.
The Holy Crystal, you know, providing that value, man, that burst damage onto Elzura. Now, Elzura needs to be very careful on the black shoes. We saw it from Godiva, and now Conceal Play popped in.
Oh, Godiva all finding Kadira here, but Kadira will pop. But take a look at Kadira, he will not be able to escape. Oh my god, I might be wrong. Jana QT finds a kill on towards the backside. Tempest Blade pops, and there you go. Fluffy running for the hills as well. But Jana QT taking a lot of damage on the backside though. Kabuki gets taken down, and High dealing a lot of damage on towards a member as Elzura will survive as well. High though still have that Immortal. Will try to do what he can. Popping that Immortal, will he be able to escape? As of yet, he will fall as well. And now Fluffy in the backside finding kill on towards Kadira, but Fluffy will also pop that Immortal and he will fall in a short while. Geek Fam, though, 4 members taken out.
A drawn-out fight that leads Geek Fam to glory. 4-for-1, and they focused so hard on Chadera, yet it did not matter. The Wind of Nature, the go away, everything plays to perfection with his basically backup from the side of the Guiding Wind. Now it's Aura Fire who needs to respond towards this Lord take.
And they don't have all the tools available. High won't be on the map for 5 more seconds, and Geek Fam will be able to secure that Lord. That's a disaster for Aura Fire. Geek Fam, they're able to play it so perfectly, and this is why, oh my god, Kadera, if he was taken out, he was so low, and if he got taken out there, Aura Fire had a chance, man.
Oh man, yeah, I mean, they wouldn't have had a chance. They would have probably the game, Arashi, because with the main damage dealer gone, they would have been able to convert it onto the Lord. They could have actually just baited Geek Fam into a fight, 4v5, but now it creates so much pressure back onto Aura Fire. No base turret in the side lanes. Geek Fam will have a super minion pushing in with the enhanced minion coming in from the Lord buff, and obviously the evolved Lord in the 19th minute of the game. That's a whole lot of HP and a whole lot of damage for the siege.
Okay, we can see here once again that Lord marches top side. Aura Fire They are trying to take care of that Lord here as Voloisky actually is now half HP. GEEK are they going to commit to a fight? Seems like the answer is not yet. The mid side will stand as of yet, but GEEK now looking still for the siege.
That's why it's so difficult, man. You saw that Fluffy had the fight potential. Ooh, falling Star Moon.
Falling Star Moon connecting on towards 4 as high. Will pop that Winter Truncheon, but he will take a lot of damage now. Janaki's in the backside trying to find the base, but it seems like Kabuki and Fluffy quick to respond there. Now it seems like GEEK they aren't able to finish the game just yet with this Lord. Was it a mistake?
Wow, I mean, it was not a mistake, absolutely. Maybe in the minion manipulation it was a mistake, where the Lord came in first, but Kabuki, that was such a solid decision from both Janna and Kabuki. Janna, he saw that Aura Fire were looking for a fight in the mid lane. However, he did not anticipate Kabuki to be waiting on that base. He knows exactly what GEEK are trying to do to them, because they have done it to EVOs.
Ooh. It's just great read coming in from Aura Fire. Despite not having high ground, they're using the pressure, right, the flank potential to actually pressure GEEK into weird situations. And now Fluffy is in the front, but the rest of the members are not far behind. Will this be a pickoff coming in? Flicker away the dragon. That's a disaster for Aura though, as GEEK capitalize.
Godiva will not be able to survive here. He gets taken down. GEEK trying to find a play. Not yet here, so one man will do. 30 seconds on the clock for the next Lord, so perhaps that will be the next agenda for side of GEEK. 2 Immortals also in hand. GEEK, they are looking to close out the game. Perhaps Jana QT here looking for to flank, but there you go. The base turret will be the target as GEEK will immediately retreat and target the Lord.
Yeah, they're going to be happy with what they get there. A base turret, another one that is going to pressure Aura Fire. For Aura Fire, they used to have pressure in the mid lane constantly with the waves pushing in. But now, because both base turrets have been taken down, GEEK will have equal pressure in mid, but they'll win out in the bottom and top side. They're using this instantly to go over to the Evolved Lord in the 21st minute of the game. Hi, Kabuki and Facehugger. They'll need to look for something here, but it doesn't seem like they will be able to.
GEEK takes the Lord too fast. That will be a free Lord, and Fluffy is late to the party. Will he try and attempt something though? As you can see, GEEK try and jump on him.
He still has his sprints here, so perhaps he is still safe. But Luke will be the recipient of that Way of Dragon, taking a lot of damage. Take a look at Fluffy, connecting that falling Star Moon on towards you, but Luke will not survive. Perhaps GEEK, they were a little bit too greedy and overstayed, and he paid with the price of Luke's life.
You can see that high. He was able to bait out the getaway coming in from Kadera, and just like that, GEEK they just seem to back away that much harder without that disengage tool. That might be the key. That might be something that Aura Fire will be trying to replicate at this next Lord fight. They have a man advantage. Luke, the main front line, won't be around for another 30 seconds.
And this time they can actually defend from the Evolved Lord outside of the base. Janna though looks for high.
Oh my god, take a look at the damage. Seven blade pops now. Godiva will not be the target, but Facehugger forced to use the flicker. Godiva will not survive for now. Fluffy looking for a distraction in the backside here. He gets it. Pops that sprint away. Remember, he still has that Immortal, and so the disengage, the pressure was relieved.
22 minutes and we're still going strong. Fluffy again on the back of nothing, able to distract to enable Aura Fire to look for that defense once again onto the Evolved Lord. 5 members strong now. GEEK are looking for the end still.
Okay, we can see here the 2 minions waves are now pushing the base of Aura Fire. Godiva taking a lot of damage, but take a look at this. Aura Fire, they are dealing the offense rather well. Take a look at the damage. Tempest Blade pops, Facehugger pop that blast. Will he survive? Now the base is too exposed, and GEEK finds the win, finds the dub against Aura Fire.
Another massive upset happens in Season 10. GEEK, the 8th place team, just took down the Dragons 2-1, reverse sweeping them, giving a taste of their own medicine. What a performance against all odds, against the predictions of the casters and the general public. They have done it.
Aura Fire now is sitting at a 4